So our food has arrived here at this Halwa Puri restaurant, and they have some other items as well, but this is their main thing. This is what they're known for, and they have been here since 1880. That's what their sign says. So we'll start with this item right here. So it is called tikki, and they sell two types of tikkis. They have mutton and chicken. The one we decided to go with is mutton, big round dough of flour, and inside of it is mutton. They flatten it, and then after they flatten it, they put it in the hot oil and they let it fry. So that is what this is. Next thing, one of the most popular Pakistani breakfast item is called Halwa Puri. Puri are these two pieces of bread. And now you might be wondering why one is dark brown and one is like almost a whitish color or lighter brown shade. The reason is the one that is lighter shade is made from white flour, and then the one that is made that is dark brown is made from what is called here in Pakistan atta, which is brown flour. Next thing we come to is the halwa. So there's also two types of halwas. One is just your regular halwa, and then the other one they call it the special halwa. And the reason why this one is yellow is because they told me they have added saffron into this, and that has turned the color yellow. And then there's also some almonds, some pistachios, some dried fruit in there. The next thing that comes with the halwa puri is gravy with chickpeas and potatoes inside and some spices that I can see that they have added. And then the last thing we'll come to is called achar, which is pickled. This is mango, and then they have some onions in there, but it's basically pickled mangoes. There's some, actually I see a pickled carrot in here too, and then they have added some oils and spices into it. So now a perfect halwa puri bite is you take a little bit of the puri, you add some of the halwa, and then you add some of this chickpeas potato gravy on top of the puri, and that is a perfect, complete halwa puri bite. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with this tikki, and we're gonna see how it is. So let's actually break it apart and see how it looks. So as you can see, there is mutton inside of it, and then I don't see any like vegetables or anything. I just see like a ground mutton. So let's take a bite. I mean, it's fried fresh. It's really oily, as you can see my hands, and it's still warm. Let's see how it is. It's really, so there's a lot of the breading, because it's the dough, they fried it, so it's really like crispy. Like it's like so crispy, so flaky, and the beef is lightly seasoned. It's not too spicy. It has some spices in it. It's not too salty, just slightly spicy. Not at all like spicy how I was expecting it to. So it is really flavorful. But I think this crunchy dough that is holding this almost like a pastry item is really good. So let's try this second bite and let's see how it is. It's good. I like it. Next, let's try this halwa puri. I think I want to start with this halwa puri here that is made with brown flour. So what we're gonna do is add a little bit of regular halwa. Let's add some of this chickpea gravy. Let's add some of these potatoes, and let's actually add some of this achar over here too. All right, and let's see how this is. It is really good. There's so many flavors. This doesn't really have any like spices or anything too strong. it just adds like a, it has a really like a soft and soft texture. So, and since it's fried bread, and then the way they make is they have the dough, and then they like with their both hands, it's almost like they're clapping the dough together, and then he spins it into the hot oil. I mean, that action is just great. So this adds a really nice texture. It is soft. It's not, I was expecting this to be really oily, but it's not too much oily. And then the this has some spices in it, not too spicy. And then this achar is really good. It adds almost like a sour texture to it. And then you have this, which is sweet, but since you have so many different flavors, spices, sourness coming from the other food, it is not too overly sweet, this halwa. But what I want to do next is I want to actually try this halwa and let's see how it is. Let's try to get a nice, perfect bite. Let's get some potatoes and some of this. You taste this halwa, you definitely taste more than this halwa because of that saffron taste. It adds a little bit of a kick to the rest of the flavors that this halwa doesn't. So it is definitely different. But let's now just get a bite of this other puri that is made with your regular white flour. And let's see if it is any different. And actually, to really see how it tastes, I want to just eat this on its own without adding anything, and I will also try to eat this on its own and see how it is. Yeah. It is really soft and slightly oily, but as expected, it doesn't have it is like a neutral flavor. It is not spicy, it is not salty, neutral flavor. And is basically, if I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like this is your regular white flour and this is your whole wheat flour. That is the difference, but let's just try this on its own and let's see how this one is. Slightly different taste, but not night and day difference between the two tastes, just on its own. So, and let's now just try the halwa on its, both of these halwas, and let's see how the taste is on their own. Let's take a bite of this too. Okay, so this halwa, because of there's saffron inside of it, it definitely adds another dimension to the halwa. This is like, it adds like a different flavor. This one, it is sweet, and this one, it is also sweet, but there's also like you know, the saffron smell, you actually taste it. It tastes different, and it smells different as well when you're eating it. And then plus there are nuts inside of this one, so it is adding a little bit of a crunch, a little bit of texture to this halwa. Overall, it is really good, and it is a really heavy morning to start your day off, and I'm hoping to have a really busy day here in Lahore today, so it is really good. I love the breakfast that they're serving over here in Lahore.